Hello everyone and welcome back to Code Every Day. We're going to be doing another Java program today. This program is going to be even or odd, and we're going to calculate whether a value is even or odd two different ways. We're going to do one bitwise way and one modulus way. Modulus is the common way to do it. This bitwise way is pretty interesting though in my opinion. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is a main method, which, I need a void there, whoops. Main, and then I'm going to need string args, just like the FizzBuzz video. If you haven't seen that video, you should go watch it, episode 2. We're going to do the same thing here that we did in the FizzBuzz, so args.length, but in this case it's just going to be 1 because we're just taking in one value, and else we're going to do whatever we need to. So this will be print usage again, and this will be do calculations. So we're going to need a place to store the int that the user is going to give us. So let's just add that to the class. So we'll just say int value, let's say. That's the value to be checked. And then we're going to create a constructor. So let's just do public even odd. And this is going to take in a value. And it's going to just say this dot value equals value. If you don't know what the this keyword does, all it does is the this.value keyword means it's referencing this one. Since they have the same names, you need a way to differentiate between the two. So this.value is referencing this value, and the value is referencing this. You always have to be more specific if you want to reference something that's out of scope. So that's the constructor setup. So now in here, in the do calculations, let's go ahead and just say we're going to create a new even odd class equals new even odd, and we're going to pass it in an integer. So we'll do integer.parse int args of 0. There we go. So now we have our class set up. So now we actually need to do the calculations. So I'm going to create two methods for this. Let's just say public. They're both going to be void because they're just going to print out whether it's even or odd. And let's do this first really quick. System.out. Let's just print our usage, since I think I forgot to do that for FizzBuzz. So this is going to be usage Java even odd, and it's going to just be like some value that you want. There we go. That's good. So now in here, public void, let's call this even odd bitwise, and then we'll call the second one, because we're doing it two ways, void even odd modulus. Alright. So in the bitwise, we're going to be use the bitwise and operator, which is just a single and we're going to be doing this calculation, value and 1. So what this will do is it'll just get the last bit of the value. If that's a 1, then it's going to be odd. If it's a 0, it's going to be even, because the last bit is either a 0 or 1 in decimal terms as well as binary. The value is going to be 0 or 1. So let's say if value and 1 equals 0, and that means it's even, and then else, do whatever, bad operand types. I think I might have to put these in parentheses. Yep, there we go. I want to make sure that it does this calculation before it checks the inequality. So we'll do just a print out, and this will just say bitwise equals, let's just say even, and then we'll just copy and paste this here and just change the word even to odd. Whoops, gotta keep that S there. There we go. So now odd, and then modulus, we can just do as we learned in the last video. Modulus is remainder. The percent sign is the modulus operator, and modulus means remainder. So we learned if it's divisible by something, the modulus will be 0. I can't spell right now, so let's try and autocomplete this function for me too. So we'll just say if the value mod 2 is 0, so that means if every even number is divisible by 2, every odd number is not divisible by 2. So this will be odd again, so I can just copy this and paste it here, but instead of bitwise we'll put modulus, and we're basically just checking to make sure that these two print out the same thing, and to show you guys two different ways of doing it. It's pretty cool in my opinion. So then modulus equals odd for this other case. And then basically, I think we're done. So now all we have to do is do even odd dot even odd bitwise. We have to call the functions that the methods we just created, and then even odd modulus. All right. Now if we go to the command line over here, you see I was doing a little bit of testing. I should just clear that, and I can do Java even odd. If I don't enter anything, I get our usage statement. If I enter 2, I get even for both of them. If I enter 1,930 or 10,934, we'll get even. If I enter 10,935, we'll get odd for both of them. So there you go. There's another very simple project. The next project I'm going to do is going to be an interview problem solution. So it's going to be a little more difficult, a little more concepts involved. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.